Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the forecast for each life path number for September 2024. Can't believe we're already into the fall here in the Northern Hemisphere, but here we are. So we'll break that down as we move into the reading. Before we get into it, though, this, of course, is a general reading. If you would like a personalized forecast where we'll take a look at your own personal numerology, please book some time with me. My information is in the description box below, and I would love to work with you. All right, let's take a look to see what September has in store for us. Life Path 11-2. So we got some powerful energy coming in for you throughout September. You're going to be working with the vibration of the 28-1. So this can feel, I don't want to say a little heavy, but it can definitely feel like there's a lot of moving parts this month. Let's put it that way. So you could see a lot of contradictions come in where, someone is saying something, but they're doing something else. Or someone told you that you could have the apple, but then they give you the oranges. I don't know, right? But it's kind of like the contradictions where everybody seems to contradict themselves, or even the universe seems to contradict itself, right? Like you feel like you've got this intuitive hit to say yes, so you say yes, and then it all goes to shit. And you're like, well, then why did I have that strong feeling that I should say yes, right? So it's those contradictions, which within the contradictions is a lot of wisdom to be unearthed. And we can learn a lot about ourselves and others and life through those contradictions. So I would say whatever comes in this month, try to be the observer, which you all are very good at, right? That is such a big core part of your life path as a 2, is to be the observer of the situation and to not get too emotionally entangled in it. And that can be really difficult, of course, because again, you all are highly sensitive. And so there's that possibility that you could take it personally or get too emotionally entangled in it, and you're not able to see the bigger picture for what it is, and you'll miss the bigger picture, which holds the wisdom and the opportunity. So try to be the observer as much as possible this month. And it might be difficult at times, but the more you can do that, the more you will get out of what this month is trying to show you. The other things that could come up this month are oppositions. Like again, sort of you feeling good about something you're moving towards and then immediately getting confronted with an opposition, right? Someone standing in the way, someone disagreeing, someone, disliking you or your idea or whatever, right? It's like, it's that kind of energy where it's like 2 steps forward, 12 steps back. And though it can feel punitive and it can feel like the world is out to get you when you're in those circumstances, there's definitely something that experience is trying to show you. So it might be that, your idea is great, but who you're choosing to collaborate with on that idea isn't so great or isn't the right fit. It might be that the direction you're moving in is right, but who you're choosing to move in that direction with is toxic or not compatible or whatever. So there's a lot, again, if you can be the observer through the experience, you'll see that the energy is trying to either redirect you or to have you take a closer look at what and who you're saying yes to that may not be the best choice for where you're at in your journey at this moment, right? So there might be some hard truths to face this month that will require some decisions on your part and some discernment, right? To be very discerning about who you share your ideas with, how you share them, who you say yes to. All of the things, right, could come into your field of vision this month to be looked at. Competition could come up. It's like people wanting to compete with you, even when you don't want that competition. People can show up ready to compete and can judge you for things that you aren't even being asked you're not even asking to be judged for, right? It's that kind of thing. So, unexpected events can definitely sort of bring these things to light, right? Or bring up those adversaries where there don't need to be adversaries. But again, it's serving a bigger purpose. So I would definitely say, be the observer. Also, try to, as much as possible, maintain your composure, and you remain the fair judge, right? And what I mean by that is, don't be too quick to judge people. And if you're going to judge them fairly, right? Try to be open to meeting people where they're at this month. And it doesn't mean that you have to engage, right? If someone comes at you and they are, opposing you, they are trying to compete with you, they're showing up in a low vibration, you can see that for what it is and recognize that whatever they're moving through on their journey, this is the vibration that they are choosing to be in. But that doesn't mean that you have to be in that vibration, right? That doesn't mean that you have to engage. So there's a lot here about how you choose to participate this month. And how you choose to participate will determine the experience for you, right? How you experience whatever this is. And how much you get out of it, right? Like what you learn from the exchange or exchanges. I would definitely, again, say, judge fairly, meet people where they're at, choose how you engage, and try not to become too emotionally entangled in whatever comes up or too reactionary, right? Again, I say how you choose to respond to the situation or situations will ultimately determine the experience for you and what you get out of it. So there's a lot here, almost like testing your resolve, testing how capable you are at this moment in your journey of, again, not taking things too personally, choosing how you engage, and deciding how you want your experience to be, right? And being very discerning about who you invite on the journey with you. And being observant of what those individuals bring to your journey. Does that make sense? And not judging them, but recognizing that sometimes it's better to sort of release than to try to hold on to something that's not serving all involved. Hope that makes sense. It's interesting because for your animal wisdom message this month, you have condor energy. And this is absolutely similar to eagle energy. This is a presence. This is truth. This is having the final authority over self, right? And your choices and your decisions. And really taking up space and not apologizing for taking up that space. And really getting to the truth of something, even when the truth sucks, even when the truth is not what we want to see or hear, but really honoring that truth and then making decisions from that space, from that truth, right? So there's a lot that could come in here that's going to ask you to make some very difficult decisions and to release things that are standing in your way and holding you back from stepping into your higher potential. And also honoring the truth of others and where they are at on their journey, and recognizing that how someone else shows up in their journey is by no means a reflection of you or has anything to do with you. And so not taking it personally. So yeah, there's a lot here about you really standing in your power, in being that presence and owning that space and making decisions from that. And I mean, ultimately, again, you're a 2, you're an 11-2. So you're going to make those decisions that, serve you, but also benefit all involved. That's just the nature of who you are. So interesting energies here. I know it sounds a little bit heavy, this month, but it doesn't have to be. Just remember that you get to decide how you show up, how you respond, how you react, and how you engage. And if you can kind of keep that in mind, it will help you to become the observer in situations that feel a little bit more difficult, and it will keep you from reacting and creating situations that could be much more difficult to move through and aren't necessary, right? So, all right. Hope it's a great one, 11s. Good luck. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.